study MBA in Germany. Here are our guests. I will be, of course, introducing them as already mentioned. But first, I want to talk about My German University, which is organizer of today's session, and where you can find all possible programs in Germany in one place. So it doesn't matter which language, doesn't matter like which location in Germany, of course, you can find all the programs here. And why you should use a study finder, one of the reasons is that it has lots of filters that can be combined. Then you can sort programs according to some criteria that you like. You can favor programs, and you can have all the information like curriculum, job perspectives, I don't know, target group, and all of that, reasons why to select this program in one place. And of course, in case the program is scheduled for a webinar, you will be informed about it, and you can already prepare for your online meeting with your future program, even though I know that lots of programs also have their own events going on and Q&A sessions. So we also will be posting such information on the program profile as well. Feel free to check out our articles. We have a whole section about MBA opportunities. I'm sure you will be asking even today questions about scholarships. So we have scholarship-specific articles, which are even country-specific, especially about 𝘗𝘀𝘵. You see like one of the sections here. And those articles are really interesting, informative, and they just give direct answers to your questions. Why? Because they are written by internationals like me, who went through this phase of applying to programs and to applying to scholarships, and luckily were successful as well. And of course, our webinars, you already know them because you're just joining one of them. Feel free to join our also general webinars for broader questions like scholarships, visa, UniAssist, transfer card, even we have, and blocked account. And of course, subject webinars when you are interested in specific program or subject to study in Germany. This is our team based in Hamburg, Germany, counseling in different languages, and happy to share our experience with you on how it's studying and staying from afterwards also in Germany. Now, a bit more about our study finder. So if you check our study finder, the previous version was only demo version, but we have a whole section about it here. Sorry. And you can combine lots of filters. You can click on see all filters, which is like really small now, but you can open it and adjust much more things. For example, your English test scores, how you want to apply, what type of university you are searching for, about tuition, and so on. And for MBAs, you have 145-degree programs, which you can again sort according to different fields. For example, location or application deadline or some rankings. So this is also nice. We also have subject pages. So subject pages provide general information about the subject, and average tuition fees, application and admission requirements, language requirements. But we always advise to check each program separately, especially in terms of requirements, because all programs have different application requirements, and it's important to provide full requested documents in full so that you have a successful application. Universities in Germany are in terms of like really broad terms, of two big groups: the universities and universities of applied sciences. Usually, the programs offered by universities are research and theory-oriented. Universities of applied sciences usually provide application and practice-oriented programs. But again, going back to my previous slide, all programs are really different. There could be exceptions on both sides, so it's really important to check carefully the content of a program. You can even see lots of curricula on the program pages, in our pages as well, so that you are well prepared and well aware where you're applying and what you will be studying. On just one example of one of the MBAs randomly, it's really important to check qualification or eligibility requirements. If you do not meet eligibility requirements, for example, in this case, at least 3 years of professional experience, but you meet like everything else, either you need to double check with program coordinators directly if it's possible to like substitute this document with something else, or unfortunately, then you are not eligible to apply. So it's really important to first check qualification requirements and only then start preparing your application documents. Okay, so now let's meet Ludwigshafen University for Business and Society. We have two guests here, so I'll be changing the slides. 𝘱𝘢𝘪𝘮𝑒𝑛 and Ralf Blasek presenting two MBA programs, one Logistics International Management Consulting and International Business Management, for location and some quick facts on screen. That I know it's better.
Welcome from my side. Thanks, Nino, for the nice introduction. And you already said it, we're two, so my colleague Eva will support me here with the presentation. We'll do a mixed presentation for the two study programs. We don't separate them, so it's the general presentation about the institution, then the two MBA programs, and later on, obviously, some time for question answers. Yeah, Graduate School Rhein-Neckar, you see it here, and you see also Ludwigshafen University of Business and Society. I'll come to that in a minute. You also see that we are on social media channels, so feel free to follow us on LinkedIn, on Instagram, YouTube, or Facebook. And in the upper left section, you see our websites. So if you would like to kind of see what we have on our websites, feel free to visit us. My name is Ralf Blasek. I'm the managing director of Graduate School Rhein-Neckar. I'm doing this job since 3.5 years now. I'm also a lecturer in both MBA programs, so it's a lot of fun to talk about some specific topics in both programs and who we are, and to kind of solve the question, why are there two institutions? The Graduate School Rhein-Neckar is a non-profit institution. We were founded 19 years ago. So next year we'll celebrate our 20th anniversary, and we are a full subsidiary of the Ludwigshafen University of Business and Society. Why is that so? University of Ludwigshafen has decided to kind of group and outsource all their MBA programs into a legal entity, which is the Graduate School Rhein-Neckar. As you have seen quickly on the map, we are located in the so-called metropolitan area Rhein-Neckar, which is a triangle between Heidelberg, Mannheim, Ludwigshafen, and surrounded by some other nice cities like Speyer. We have Palatine next to us, so it's a nice area in the middle of Germany. And again, the University of Ludwigshafen Business and Society is grouping all their further education in the Graduate School Rhein-Neckar. We see our core competence for part-time MBAs. We also have one master degree program, but we also can serve with certificates. So some of the modules out of our programs are available in certificates. And due to our long-standing history and experience in that field, we also offer smaller pieces like seminars. We also are working with the industry and companies in our region. So in-house trainings is something that we pick if a company would like to have some specific content that has a base from a university. So it's not a seminar per se, but it should be something with an academic approach. We do in-house trainings also for companies. So our strength is, first of all, our experience of 19 years in that business. The second is it's an interesting region with a lot of interesting companies that we have as a backbone. We have SAP, we have BASF, ABB. As I said, we're close to in the middle, close to Frankfurt, close to Stuttgart. So we have a lot of lecturers, not only being professors of universities, but also a lot of lecturers that have a professional career and a professional job, and that do lectures with us on a part-time basis. And as the universities of applied science should have a focus on the applying of science, I'm pretty proud that we have programs that serve especially that purpose. Right? So we have programs in 3 buckets, and that is due to also some historical reasons. Obviously, before COVID, institutions like our organization were strong in delivering classroom trainings. So we had I would say, an area of 80 to 100 kilometers of range where people could come to Ludwigshafen and do a Friday, Saturday approach of classroom training. So from a learning type, people were more focusing on having learning time in the classroom with the lecturer, and then some smaller self-education piece. And here we have 2 programs. One is business innovation management. The other one is digital and IT management. If for some reasons you would be close to Ludwigshafen, you would also be able to kind of study that. But here is really a focus on classroom. We obviously can do online trainings, so we mix the lectures. Here, sometimes the students do not have to come to Ludwigshafen to listen to a module, but the focus is on classroom training from a learning type that people say, I would like to have an online and a synchronous time with my lecturer. I would like to learn with other students together, and then I kind of do the rest by myself. On the upper right, you see distance learning. This is a different approach. So here we have a lot of self-learning. So the students get a lot of material. 10 years back, you would have gotten some PDF documents and some printed documents that you would go through. And then on a not so frequent basis would meet with other students and the lecturer. Again, here, before COVID, it was mainly that you would come to Ludwigshafen every 4 to 6 weeks, 8 weeks, for a day to interlock with the students, the other students, and interlock with the lecturers. But you had a large portion of self-learning, which was from a learning type pretty good. When people say, I'm okay with learning by myself, I just need the material, I just need the stuff, and I can organize myself. Whereas in the classroom studies, the students would probably more say, I'm probably not so good at learning by myself, and probably have some challenges with the discipline to sit down on the weekend in evenings and do myself. So I go to the classroom. The distance learning is more, okay, I can organize myself, and on a punctual basis, I meet with the lecturer, I meet with other students. And here we have 3 programs. One is a finance MBA program, so digital finance strategy and accounting. Then we have international business administration, and we have corporate governance. And then the third base, and that obviously has some background also with COVID. We understood that we should offer also some pure online studies. Pure online for us means then it's open to everyone, so worldwide. So our students in these programs come on a worldwide basis to our programs, and also our lecturers. They are not German lecturers. Me myself, I am one lecturer, but a lot of our lecturers come from different areas of the world. And the benefit is we have a true intercultural and true online study, so no one has to come to Ludwigshafen. The only time they can or should come to Ludwigshafen is for their celebration. We have our graduation night on Saturday, so students that have finished their MBA come to Ludwigshafen, have a big party on Saturday, and celebrate their MBA. Again, here that is totally online, and we'll talk to those 2 programs in a minute. So we have international business management and logistics, international management and consulting, like Nino already introduced. There are purely English, obviously. If we address the whole world, the speaking language is English. The other programs, the classroom study and distance learning, have some English I would say, parts, especially with learning material. Sometimes we have lecturers who come from other countries, so some of them, the lecturers would be in English, but for the classroom and distance learning, German is the leading language. And then we have one last program. It's a Master of Science with the Technical University of Mannheim, and it's very specific, biomedical informatics and data science. This is coming out of a cooperation that we had with the Mannheim University. It's also online, but it's only in Germany. Why is that so? There is a lot of students that are doctors out of hospitals, a lot of people who are working in shift modes, and they appreciate that they do not have to come to Ludwigshafen, and we try to put the online elements so that they can fit it with their job. So you see, we have a broad experience, we have a broad portfolio. For the audience here, we feel that the online studies in English are the two interesting programs. But again, if you would be close to Ludwigshafen and your German would be fair enough, you could also kind of look into the other programs. And for me, it's really a differentiation in how is my learning style. Do I need other people around me? Do I need the lecturer as synchronicity in time? Or do I have the chance to organize myself and make sure that I learn the stuff that I have to for exams, and then only need the lecturer to a certain point of time? Okay, so let's see what programs we have, and we start with the International Business Management, and I would hand over to Eva because she is the program manager. She is running the show here, and she can tell you much more about how the MBA is organized. Also, what are the students like? What's the mode of operation in this study? So I hand over to Eva.
Hi all together. Thank you, Ralph. So yes, I'm responsible for those two online courses. So basically everything goes over my table. So you will be in contact with me definitely in the process of the application as well, until I would say, until the end of your life, almost. So let's come to the International Business Management MBA course. So that's a 4-semester MBA course. You can start in the summer or the winter semester. If you want to start in the winter semester, you need to hurry up a little bit, because you've got like 4 more days to register for the winter intake. So if you are maybe considering that, but you are not so, you don't know if you like this online style, you are more than welcome to join one of our upcoming sessions, and we do have one this weekend. So just quickly send me an email and then I will send you the link. We will have Friday from 5 till 6:30 and from 7 till 8:30 sessions in international competencies, part corporate management. And this is always like that. So you've got Fridays, 90-minute sessions, then half an hour break and another 90 minutes. And the same for Saturday. Normally we start at lunchtime, and then again, 90-minute sessions, half an hour break, another 90 minutes. What you need to know is that all of our students work full-time and do this MBA on top. So that means of course, you have your workload in the job, and I just saw the question in the F&A. So I would say it's always kind of individual how much workload you really need to take for this course, because we do have students who have already a PhD. So of course their scientific work writing is much higher than those who just have a bachelor degree. So therefore I would say an average of 10 hours is fine per week. It could be more or less depending on your on your skill, on your basically your also scientific pre-degrees. We do have a lot of students with completely different backgrounds, so not only business students, we've got engineers, architects, we've got students from the law side, we've got entrepreneurs, so really the whole range. And I think that's really great, because then of course you have not only this intercultural networking with different backgrounds, but also the network between different fields. Our students come from the whole world. We just don't have students from Australia, so that's the only continent. And we do have, of course, some time issues sometimes. For instance, we have also students who then wake up really in the morning, like our Mexican students, but our live sessions are being recorded, so you can also listen to them afterwards. And we also, Ralph mentioned that we do have lecturer from the whole world. So for instance, we have got Marina, she's doing ethics in the first semester. She's from the 𝘱𝘢𝘪𝘥𝘪𝘯𝘨 University in Finland, which is one of our double degree cooperation partner. We've got Hamad from the Cairo University in Egypt. He's doing marketing. Then we've got Mika for social skills, part rhetoric. He's at the Lund University in Sweden. We have got 𝘱𝘢𝘪𝘥, who is doing macroeconomics. He's from the Beijing Normal University in China. Then we've got Javier, who is doing managerial finance. He's currently in Mexico. So that's the reason why his sessions will start a little bit later on a Saturday, for instance. Then we have got Dominika. She's doing law. She's from the University of Warsaw in Poland. And so you see, we've got different profs from different worldwide. I mentioned a few of those modules. So we've got in the first semester scientific theory, marketing, logistics, and the first part of social skills, which is ethics. Then in the second semester, we've got management with the part controlling and controlling and business simulation, game and strategic management. Then we've got international competencies. I mentioned this is one part of this module is this weekend. Then we've got human resources management in the third semester. And in the third semester, you can also choose 2 of our elective modules, which would be law, sociology, managerial finance, and macroeconomics. And you have also part of the social skills, which is creativity. I know that students often ask about the exam form. So we don't have any written exams at all. So there is no learning by heart. You really take the theory into your daily practical business life. So for instance, we do have oral exams, presentations, case studies, business simulation game where you sell washing machine worldwide. We have speeches, we have pitches. So in creativity, you are a group where you need to create a pitch, and then you will present the pitch also to our lecturer who is who is not a prof, but he is at a large company, and he's doing that like day-to-day business life. So we have also practitioners in our course. So 3 semesters are with sessions. The last semester will be writing your master thesis. And maybe what is quite important, you receive 90 credits from the Ludwigshafen University of Business and Society. That's a state university. So of course, our course is accredited. It is a program accreditation. And maybe a few words for the entry qualification. So you need to have at least a bachelor degree plus 1 year of working experience in the business field. or a related field which we would individually look after or have a look on that. And you need to have at least a B2 English level knowledge. We provide online free English tests, and these are accepted. And of course, there are also other possibilities. If you do have a lot of work experience, there are also ways with doing an aptitude test. So we need to see your papers, everything what you did. I always tell my prospective students, just register, just upload everything what you have, and then we will pick the best out of it for you, and we'll let you know, we'll give you feedback what is missing or what documents we need at the end. Yeah, so that's basically it for the international business management. You've got the details there, also the brochure and everything. You can always schedule a meeting with me. That's an individual e-meeting. You just click on that, and then we can talk about that. I communicate with my students via WhatsApp, so that's really fast and quick, and almost 24/7 hours there for our students. So please let me know if you do have any questions. And next slide, Ralph, please. Because we do have another course, which is Logistics International Management and Consulting. And this is specifically for our logistics students. So most of our students do have a logistics background, and the entry requirements are almost the same like in the international business management. The only difference is that the English level is a C1 instead of B2. In both courses, you don't have to provide any German language or knowledge. It's also a 4-semester course, also completely online with sessions at the weekend. So it's really, like you would say, it's like copy and paste, but of course it is in the logistics area. So you see the different modules at the beginning. You need to have this general management course, and also intercultural competence is really important, especially nowadays in this crazy world. I think it's really good to have intercultural and social skills. Then you have law, and then of course the really logistics modules, which are extra and intra logistics. You have got program and change management and consulting. So these are the first 3 semesters, and then in the 4th semester you also decide on your topic. You are in both courses free to choose your topic. Of course, most of our students choose a job-related topic. That makes sense because you are in the field. You do have, for instance, a project, and then you just select this topic. We find a supervisor which is in the topic, so we always discuss individually the supervisor, and then students get in contact with a supervisor. Normally they schedule a Zoom session, and then they discuss the topic, table of contents, and the process. Yeah, and then at the end you have your disputation, half an hour, where the lecturer grill you a little bit. I think it's more a conversation instead of grilling, but it's okay. We need to have it. I think it's also great to show what you invested, you know, so many times, 6 months of writing, and then you can present the outcomes out of that. Yes, so that's roughly everything for this logistics, international management and consulting. You've got here also the flyer, or the brochure, the link. For this course, you have a little bit more time to apply. So you have until mid of July time to apply for this course. So we extended it for 2 weeks because we have some prospective students where we're scheduling meeting, and then we decided to extend it for 2 more weeks. That's from my side. Not quite sure. How was it with the questions, Nino? It was at the end, right? Yeah, okay, good. So that's from my side. Maybe you can add 1 or 2 points, Rolf, from your sessions, because I think, you know, it is recorded, but I think it's around 80% or 90% that students are really live in these sessions, and the interactions are great. You know, you've got also breakout rooms together, so it's not like the just the lecturer in front of you. Maybe you can say a few words for that, Ralph, and I think that's like a round end at the end.
Yeah. Thank you, Eva. Yeah, thanks for throwing the ball into me. Yeah, we do it through an the lectures we do through an online platform. As Eva said, it's a 90-minute block, and then half an hour, and then 90 minutes again. Our lectures don't talk 90 minutes, and me myself also. I mean, I would be totally dead if I talked 90 minutes without any interruption. So we use the group exercises. We have a mixture of media. So our lectures use videos, also some further literature that if someone would be really interested in a topic, then obviously the students can deepen their knowledge there also. For me, it's really important that with the seminar papers that they sometimes do, or the master thesis, that the students really pick real life problems and topics that they hopefully interact with their company or based on their professional experience, because then the value add of the program is not only that you learn some theory and you hear from some lecturers about how to apply this theory, but if you can really kind of then focus on a topic that you are interested in, or that would help solving some challenges in your job or in your company, that is the motivation. Also, the motivation for me as a managing director of graduate school to be a lecturer is to really kind of talk to the other lecturers on a same base, because obviously if I hold my lectures Fridays and Saturdays, I can talk to the other lecturers and exchange with them. And it's really so that the people sometimes really astonishing at what time in their time zone they would log into the sessions, and again, if a lecturer would then talk 90 minutes, that would be a total disaster. So we do it interactively. We have the online platform. We have the tools to make it interactive. We have a learning management system where Eva said it. If you really cannot come to a session, you can listen to the replay. You can then kind of look at the further material and then kind of get acquainted to that. It's a lot of fun. I'm always looking forward to hold my lectures in those two programs, because it's, as Eva also said, it's a nice mixture of job roles, a nice mixture of age. I mean, we have people who are in the business 10, 15 years and now would like to kind of learn a little bit more about those topics. We have all the countries except Australia, but we're working on that. And we have all industries, right? So all companies, small companies, some people are self-employed, some coming from large corporations, and that's really a interesting also for me as a lecturer then to listen to them and see what they talk about and what challenges they see. It's a really nice program. And with the international business management, we have a more general management approach, and here with logistics we thought logistics is so important nowadays that we should kind of have a program that also addresses these topics. So in a nutshell, to kind of summarize up our session, because we promised to be on time. Also the top 10 from us. Again, even if it's graduate school or ANECA, you are getting a degree of the University of Business and Society Ludwigshafen. So it's a German state university. So you get your degree from a German state university, which is sometimes an important point to our students, that they say, I would like to have it from a German university. So graduate school is just a service provider for that. Eva already said it. It's we have accreditation. It's a 100% English-speaking program. Me myself, I'm one of the few German ones in this program. The rest is international. 4 semesters is something that I feel is you can handle it 3 semesters with lectures and 1 semester thesis. We try to do it as individual as possible, and we try to be flexible in terms of time as much as possible to really address the time zones, to really address the challenges with family, with job, and all the other stuff that you as a student would have. We already said it, it's 100% online. You do not have to come to Ludwigshafen, but I recommend to come to the graduation because it's a big party. We have a one-on-one supervision. Eva said it, and I can really promise you she is available every time. I'm her boss, and sometimes I really wonder how she does it with, I think, 4 laptops open, all the chat groups, etc. But she is available, and she really takes care of you. Because of the lecturers coming not only from universities and are professors, we have this practical relevance. So we have lecturers who come out of companies, large companies, corporations, and smaller companies, who have a long-standing professional career and can talk about what's working, what's not working. We already said that international, global networking. I would stress that again. You meet a lot of people, and you can really exchange. We have people, even if it's online, we have people who connect with each other and stay connected, which is really an interesting part, because usually when you are doing a 2-year program in a classroom and meet each other every once in a while, the networking, the knitting is closer, but we observe that here in the online session also. So people really connect with each other. Please look into the brochures. We have a wide variety of modules. And Eva also said it, you can sneak into one of the modules and see if that would be something. And what we haven't really stressed, but I think it's one of the top 10 reasons, we also offer double degree programs. We have a number of universities in Kosovo, in Morocco, in other areas of the world where you can obtain a double degree title. And if someone of you is interested in a program from a program side, not from a student side, feel free to contact us also. So as we have questions after all the sessions, thank you for your attention. I'm handing it over back to Nino, and I hope we have given you the information that you needed.
Thank you very much to both of you for the insights about the program. Eva, thank you also for taking questions in written already. Yeah, this was very insightful. And from my side, the info packages that were mentioned and program pages, of course, are in chat. Now I share the screen, and let's go to XU University International MBA. 𝘱𝘢𝘕𝘓𝘂𝘕 is one of the speakers. Sorry, we have a few people joining from the university. So yeah, the mic is yours.
All right. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to this session. Thank you, my GU, for organizing this session. My name is 𝘱𝘢𝘕𝘓𝘂𝘕, and I represent Germany's first University for Digitalization, Software Technology, AI, and Sustainability, XU, Exponential University of Applied Sciences. I'm also joined here with my colleagues, Sue and Serafina. In case you decide you want to think about studying with us, or you are thinking about studying with us, then my team and I are available to take in your calls, as well as give you online consultation sessions as well. So I'm gonna try and keep my presentation as concise as possible. Welcome everybody to XU Exponential University. Yeah, as we all know, we are in Germany. So like we say in German, willkommen nach Deutschland. Just for all of you all to know where we're located, we're actually located on the boundary of two of the most cosmopolitan cities here, or towns here in Germany. One is our capital city, Berlin, which is home to more than 170 nationalities who are living here and has English as the language of communication in almost all the places. We also have a saying here in Berlin that Berlin is one country and the rest of Germany is another country. So the experience in Berlin is very, very different. And you have the opportunity to either stay in Berlin or you could stay near a campus in Potsdam. It's a really small town. A lot of universities located nearby. It is actually a university town. It's also a very naturistic town. And it also has then a lot of fun stuff to do on the weekends as well. So you could choose between Berlin or Potsdam. I personally live in Berlin, and my colleagues connected here also live in Berlin. But it's totally up to you in terms of where you decide to stay if you decide to study with us. All right, just to let you all know, who is XU Exponential University? We are a small university. We've been recently founded in 2019, but although we're young and small, our programs are innovative and modern, and they have been designed in accordance with industry experts and companies here in Germany and in the European Union with the skills needed today to enhance careers today and also for skill sets needed in the future. And in 2024, that was last year, we were also ranked as one of the top ranking universities in Germany by Statista. And if you guys want to Google Statista, you can Google Statista. They have statistics for almost everything in the world, including how many schnitzels are eaten here in Germany. And we were ranked for our programming programs, software programming programs, our AI programs, as well as our business programs, which is our MBA and digital transformation management programs. So this goes to show some of the quality that we do bring to the table and some of the experiences that our alumni, students, and project partners have had with XU Exponential University. All right, I will talk to you about the program, but before we get into that, I just want to talk to you about how you're going to learn the program, because this is really important. And at XU Exponential University, we really do bring practice to the table. So what will happen if you decide to study our MBA program is that you probably will have the first 2 or 3 months of concept and theory, and you will learn concept and theory in the classroom. And then we want to test that you understand this concept and theory. And how do we test that? We actually will give you a real life company problem or case study or project from one of our partner companies here in Germany or the European Union to solve in the classroom with your classmates and professors. So you really get to practice what you learned in theory in a real life company project. And the idea of working on this company project is that at the end of the semester, you will actually get to showcase your project results with your classmates and professor back to the employees of these companies. And a lot of times, those presentations can also be your final exams. And based on the feedback of the employees of these companies, you then get your grades. And one of the biggest advantages of having these kind of presentations is you don't only develop your hard skills, but you also develop your soft skills, learn about a German working culture. If you do a really good presentation, you could get a recommendation or reference letter that you could use to apply for internships and jobs. And if you do an amazing presentation, then a lot of times these companies themselves can offer you the chance to do an internship, that to a paid internship during your studies while studying your program with us. And that's the whole idea of project-based learning. We collaborate with really big companies here in Germany, mid-sized companies and small companies as well as we also get projects from the European Union as well. And if you decide to do our MBA program, you will then expect projects from these companies to solve in the classroom, and then definitely you can put it on your CV. And if you guys do amazing presentations and you work really hard, then you can get paid internships, which can result as a result of these presentations. I said result a bit too many times in that sentence, but yeah, you can also get good results with that as well. So yeah, that's about project-based learning, and those are kind of company projects you can expect if you decide to study with us. And you actually bring the real world, or we bring the real world into the classroom over here. And if you guys have more questions about that, feel free to get in touch with me and my team, and we'll be happy to consult you about our project-based learning approach. Apart from that, you will not only work on company projects which are related to your field of studies, but you'll also do joint projects with other students who are studying other study programs as well. And we also do big European projects as well. Like last year, we did a project co-funded by the European Union, which was the AI Biz Conference Germany, that was attended by former members of the European Parliament and also industry leaders, where students got the chance to present their projects in AI and AI in business to this wonderful panel over here. And they also got certificates that were attested by the European Union as well. So those are the kind of fun and networking projects you could also do outside from the company projects you get when you decide to study with us at XU Exponential University. Yeah. Moving forward, also as a part of our mission over here is that we want to get you on the first step to your career. So what we really do is that when you land at our university, we also put you in touch with our career services team to kind of help you understand, okay, what kind of internships are available in Germany? How do I apply for them? What is my career script? What kind of jobs can I get based on the specialization and the program I'm doing? Prepare you for career workshops, prepare you for HR as well, prepare you for those interviews as well. We have job fairs in Berlin and Potsdam. So we give you the whole deal to make sure that you're career ready and you can take your first step into your career if you decide to study with XU Exponential University. Moving forward, those of you who come from the European Union or from Germany or from the OECD countries, we are a private university, so we do have tuition fees attached because we offer such wonderful style of learnings. And in case if you are looking for funding for our tuition fees, then we have a lot of funding partners that are happy to finance your studies as a credit. And if you get a job after graduation, then you can pay them back this credit over a period of time. So we have a lot of funding options for EU citizens as well as German citizens and also OECD citizen and passport holders as well. All right, so cool. That was a bit about our university, just to let you all know who we are and what we teach and what is our teaching philosophy. And now I'm going to jump into our international MBA program. I'm going to start sharing our screen again. And my good friend here will let me know if I'm going a bit overboard on the time. Just give me a thumbs up and then I will then stop presenting at that stage. But I think I still have a few minutes remaining, so I think I'm still good on time. All right, so I'm just going to be sharing my screen. Can you guys see my screen? I think it should be coming up right now. I get the thumbs up, so thank you so much for that. I know you guys can see my screen now. So this is our international MBA program. Our international MBA program does need 1 year of working experience, which means that after you completed your bachelor's degree, you need to have 1 year of work experience relevant to any field of business or business and technology. And in case if you have a field that might be slightly related to business or slightly related to technology, we're happy to look at your applications on an individual basis. What makes our MBA program really unique is that it combines hard and soft skills. But this MBA program was designed with industry experts and was designed with companies here in Germany and in the European Union. And because it has been recently accredited, we can offer you innovative, modern, and really cool modules and specializations to study. And part of the specializations we have at our MBA program, you can choose from any one of these 2 specializations. So we have thrown away the old boring banking and finance specialization, and we have upgraded it now to fintech. And this is the specialization you'd probably need if you want to work in finance, insurance, or even in investment, or even working at any bank as well. So if you decide you want to get into finance and banking, then you need to have fintech skills, and you can choose that as a specialization with us. We also have Berliner Volksbank, one of the top banks here in Germany, which is one of the project partners with XU Exponential University. And if you decide to choose this specialization, you might get a project from Berliner Volksbank as well. So this is one of the specializations you can choose from. And the other specialization that we have is our technology management specialization, which we call as digital engineering management. So in case if you're working in any field of business and you want to basically digitalize those processes or digitalize the business processes or introduce technology into business processes or even into management, then this could be the perfect specialization for you, where you can learn about data management, digital engineering, or even smart supply chain management. So because even today, if you want to get a logistic logistics and you want to then have a smart supply chain, you then definitely need to know how to use digital tools and software in order to improve that and also improve the profitability of companies. Yeah, that's what it's all about, improving the profitability of companies and also yourselves as well at the end of the day, and getting those highly paid internships and jobs as well. Our program is broken down ideally for 18 months, so it is a 1.5-year program. This is the layout of the program. So you will cover modern, innovative modules like strategy, management, global environment, business accounting, financial decision-making, international digital marketing, global operations, leadership, digital business, international multicultural. It's really important because also over here in the crowd, we're all multicultural. Here in Germany, we're all multicultural as well. And also at XU, we're very multicultural as well. Although 90% of our professors are German, and they are the ones who bring the projects from those companies here in Germany as well. Yeah, and you will have company projects related to all of these modules. And in most of these modules, or in fact, about 95% of these modules, your final exams would be those company presentations. So it all depends in terms of what you present to those companies and how you showcase your skill sets of the concept and theory that you have learned. And then in the second semester, you will choose your specialization. So even if you're undecided between fintech and digital engineering management, you don't know what to choose. Even before the start of the program, you don't know what to choose. Don't worry about it. Our professors and these company partners and industry professionals are there to guide you and help you understand what kind of specialization can meet your career goals. Is it fintech or is it digital engineering management? And you will have those two specialization modules in your second semester. And the last semester is also my favorite, because the last semester you only concentrate on your master thesis, and you can either do a study abroad program, so you can spend the semester 6 months and study anywhere outside Germany with one of our partner universities in Europe, in the US, Canada, Australia, New Zealand. Australia, we got the whole globe covered. Or if you want to stay here in Germany and upgrade your skill sets in terms of internship, then you can do an internship, because then internship would be a part of the program and you would need to submit an internship report in order to graduate from this module as well. So yeah, this is basically the layout of our program. And then finally, I just want to talk to you about the tuition fees. And again, my colleagues would paste a consultation session in the chat. So in case you want to get in touch with us and talk to us about a program, or just hear from us and tell us what you guys think about our program, then we're happy to then arrange individual consultation sessions with you. I just want to show you our tuition fees for the program. So ideally, this is a 1.5-year program, but students who have graduated with a European bachelor's degree could also do the fast track MBA, and that could be for 1 year, but we would need to see your transcripts and bachelor's degree. So please get in touch with us if you want to do the fast track program. Ideally, the program for non-EU students looks at about 23,400 euros for the full program, and for EU students looks at about 12,006 euros for the entire program. However, we have good news for you guys. If you guys are applying for My German University, then we are happy to look at your applications individually and also consider you for our special scholarships only if you apply with My German University, where we can look at a scholarship of between 30 to 50% of the tuition fees if you are applying for My German University. Yeah? So I hope I've given you enough information. I hope I've piqued your interest a little bit about our programs. And like I said, in case you want to get in touch, there is a link in the chat to talk to us or even make an application. And we'll be happy to talk to you or even make an application. Thank you guys so much for your time. We really look forward to welcoming you at our campus here in Potsdam, Berlin, Germany. And yeah, like we say, see you soon and auf Wiedersehen. Thank you so much for this time and presentation. Over to you, My German University.
Thank you very much, Lavin, for all the details. Also, the team for taking questions in a Q&A box. It was really interesting. I also wrote your consultation WhatsApp number so that in case somebody wants to have a talk or follow up later on, they can. Now, in terms of location, let's go to Hamburg, where My German University is. And also NIT program is located, and Wolfgang Holle will be presenting MBA Technology Management from NIT team and Hamburg University of Technology.
My name is Wolfgang Hoelle from the Northern Institute of Technology Management. We are the business school of Hamburg University of Technology. Founded in 1998, we provide management education, especially for engineers and people with a tech background, and we're the first private business school in northern Germany. We are a non-profit organization, and we are under the roof of the Hamburg University of Technology, and we're founded out of this public university. What's our mission? Management education for engineers, because as a university with a tradition in technology, we bridge the gap for people with engineering background to get this important know-how, to get to know how to bring new products and services, technical products and services successfully to the market, and how to found companies. They do a lot of research, a lot of development at the university, but in the past, they lacked a little bit the knowledge how to make a profit and how to make a business out of it. And that's where we come from. We support entrepreneurial spirit, bring talents from all over the world together on our campus. And of course, we partner with top tech companies from the area. This is the main building of Hamburg University of Technology. We are a part of it, and this is our building directly on campus. As you can see, our lecture rooms are in the first 2 floors, and the 3 upper floors are our own student dorm where our students can live and have their studio apartments. I want to say a few words about the area, about the city of Hamburg, which is the 2nd biggest city in Germany. It's the biggest harbor city. It's a big trade hub and has a lot of technology companies and also great cultural life. We are in the northern part of Germany, close to North Sea and Baltic Sea. And here you can see a few impressions how the city looks like. Very much water, a nice place to live, many possibilities to get a job here, many industries, different technologies, also a big cultural hub. And we offer 2 study programs, technology management and business analytics and AI, and I will focus on our MBA program in technology management today. Okay, we offer this program in 2 versions, and the first one is the so-called double degree version, and the second one is the single degree option. Both programs have a duration of 2 years where we teach business management for engineers. In the double degree version, you can study actually 2 study programs at the same time, where you combine a Master of Science in Engineering together with the MBA in Technology Management. So you can deepen your knowledge in engineering. You choose one of these English language master programs, as you can see here in the list. And on the weekends, you can get the business education. It's a 7 days a week. It's tough, I know. It's a lot to do, but it's of course not every weekend. It's 35 weekends in the course of 2 years, so it is manageable, but it's a challenge, I have to admit. So people who come to us to study this double degree combination are people who really want to go the extra mile and to take the best out of their time here in Germany. And what I can say, with a double degree in hand, you have excellent chances on the job market and have a perfect qualification for your career. The other version of this program is the single degree option, where you only study the Master of Business Administration, Technology Management. In this case, you are free Monday to Friday to do whatever you want. You could do a full-time job, a part-time job, or even PhD studies. So you're very flexible. It's important to say that in both options, you will have a fully fledged master program and the option for a student visa. So even if you do only the single degree version. In the future, we will offer an 18-month program, but currently we are with a 24-month program. This is the curriculum. What you learn, 2 years, always starts in October in the winter semester. We teach knowledge in management. Of course, the general management part here on the upper side. Then we have the professional skills, where important skills such as leadership, communication skills, negotiation are included, like in every MBA program. But the core of this MBA program lies in business development. And that's basically our goal, what we do in this program. We teach people who come from a tech background, we teach them how to bring new tech products and services successfully to the market. Here you adapt everything you learned in theory before and use it in an actual case. Many startup companies were founded out of these projects. Sometimes we also collaborate with companies who want to introduce new products to the market and work together with our student teams to do this. So all of our students write a business plan and use all the knowledge they learned in these plans. And afterwards, in the last semester, they only do the master thesis. Our goal next to bringing business knowledge to engineers is also we want all of our international students to be ready to work here in Germany. And that's the reason why we offer mandatory language classes. Our German students do some international language they can choose from, and our international students all have to learn German. Most of our students already have a little bit of knowledge of German, but we want to make sure that people who come to us are afterwards ready to be successful on the German job market. And that's the reason why we do is from our experience, that's a key factor to be successful. Another important factor is practical experience is also mandatory. We support our students to get working student positions and or internships, because this is another key factor to be successful after graduation. We also have more complementary studies where students can choose from. So next to the MBA business knowledge, they can get additional technical knowledge such as coding, data science and machine learning, digital supply, and much more. On our website nithh.de, you can get more detailed descriptions of all of our modules. And now I want to get to the requirements. Who is the target group for this study program? It's actually people with a bachelor's degree in a technical field. Most of our students are engineers, but also this program is for people with a background in natural sciences or everything that is related to quantitative methods. So if you studied mathematics, for example, or statistics, you're also a candidate for this program. You should have very good grades. You should be in the upper fifth of the peer group. If you are from certain countries such as India and China, you need an APS certificate, which proves your bachelor degree, and you need a certain proficiency in English since the program is entirely taught in English, and we need a C1 level from you. So most of the students have an IELTS certificate or TOEFL or similar Cambridge certificate, for example. And the application window is for the double degree, March 1st to December 1st, and for the single master degree, the time until July 15th. You can get all the details on our website. With all of our applicants, we lead an application interview because we want to make sure to get the motives of all students. And we are also a tuition-based MBA program. As I said, you can study this program in different versions. And if you are a candidate for the 90 credit points or the 120 credit points version of our program is individually. This is something we consult because according to different restrictions, we need a certain pre-knowledge when you start this program. And some of our students who have a lack of certain modules from their bachelor need to do more modules. So as you can see, the pricing is 26,750 euro or 36,500 euro for the whole program, 2 years, including public transportation tickets, and international students also pay a deposit, which is deductible from the tuition fees. We support our students with the visa process for the student visa, but also for the working visa for afterwards. As I said, our goal is to bring international talents to Germany, and we recommend to stay here and get a job here. That's what we want to do. That's one of our missions. One specialty at our institute is that we offer our own student dorm within the building on campus. All of our students can get an apartment, a studio apartment where they can live and sleep. They don't have to apply for this or care themselves. As you probably know, In many cities in Europe, it's not exactly easy to find accommodation yourself. At NIT, you get it, and you don't have to care about it, and it's much easier, therefore. We also have many common rooms, as you can see here in the impressions. I get some more. We think, as this program is very collaborative, the best way to break the ice and bring students from all over the world together is to spend some time together, especially by making food, eating it. Out of this is really a part of the experience coming to our MBA school. And by this, we brought many people together who found themselves later on starting their own companies. So entrepreneurship is also something where we have a passion in, and we will support our students with the environment to focus on their studies and to follow their visions. And that's what is our specialty. We also are very close to the industry. We have job fairs directly on campus. We take a lot of visits to companies, such here with ArcelorMittal, Nordex, which is a wind energy company, or 𝘱𝘍𝘍𝘳, a leading company in hospital equipment, and many more. So we are very practical oriented. And yeah, if you are interested in getting business knowledge, and you see yourself as someone who is from the tech area and wants to have a career at the edge of technology and management, you are the right person to apply at Northern Institute of Technology Management. And if you're interested, please go to our website, write an email to us, and we look forward to getting your applications. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Wolfgang, for all the details. Again, for all programs, dear attendees, I don't know if you joined now or you were from the beginning of the session, the links are in chat. You will also receive those links as a follow-up email or part of the follow-up email. Okay, now we still have some questions. Let's start with the one that Eva wants to answer, which is about the double degree, and we have similar questions about double degree for Wolfgang, so let's take those two first. Eva, I will read it out because not everybody can see it, and then you can take over. In case of double degree, do costs increase? Also, do we apply twice, and is a double degree also fully online?
Okay, so first of all, our fees are 2,250 euros per semester, plus the student social contribution of around 150 euros. And then I always tell our students to start with our MBA, and then I need to check or to see about the performance. And then we have a chat together and decide which one of our double degrees option would make the best the best match, because we do have a lot of double degrees. So we have double degrees with 𝘱𝘢𝘳𝘓 University in Finland, with City University in Seattle, with Barcelona Tech School, with different business schools in France and Spain. And that's the reason why we really need to do this individual approach. And of course, that's why I could not answer this question so quickly. The fees are completely different. So you can imagine that in the US, the fees are higher. So then there is an additional fee for this double degree of around $15,000. But then business technology school is less, like 8,000 euros. 𝘱𝘢𝘳𝘓 University is free for the European students because they are doing a differentiation between European and non-Europe students. We don't do that. So for our students, no matter where they come from, the fees are the same. So this really depends on the double degree. And then we have the option, you can do it within our course, so means that you have like one additional semester in between. You can do it afterwards. So it really depends on the lifestyle, you know, life work experience, those things. And then we have online options, we have on-campus option, we have both together. So really everything is flexible and really individual. That's why I wanted to ask this to respond to this question live.
Thank you very much. This is very important and also insightful. Similar question to Wolfgang. which partner universities are currently involved, and can I choose which technical masters to pair it with? Thanks.
So our partner university is, or the university we are from, is Hamburg University of Technology. A semester abroad or something like that is not planned, since most of our students come from abroad, and for us it doesn't make too much sense that they come to us and then get to another country again afterwards. So of course, we have partner universities where we collaborate in different countries, in all, especially in Europe. Yeah, that's basically it. I think the second part of your question, can you repeat that one?
Can I choose which technical masters to pair it with?
Yes, you can choose that. You can basically take all the English language master from Hamburg University of Technology. So in the past, that was only 6 programs, but I think in the future, I think from next year onwards, they will offer all of their master programs totally, entirely in English. So basically, you can take any master program from them.
Thank you so much. There was one question, actually like 2 questions that are general, and maybe I will voice it for all, but let's start with Lavin or anybody from your team. The question is about the application fee. And do you pay attention to previous grades? So previous bachelor, or if somebody has master, would you take into account this GPAs for admission?
Yeah, definitely. We look at the overall profile of the student, and that's why when you make an application, please make sure you list everything in your CV and you clearly define your academic experience as well as your work experience, so we get an overview of everything, and then we're able to consider both factors and then assess your application. So that would be the first part of the question. The second part of the question is that we have application fee combined with what we call registration fee. And this is a one-time payment that we take from all students. It includes everything, including the setup of the student IDs, semester tickets, and other facilities and discounts that they get here in Germany. So for non-European students, we take 1,500 euros as a one-time registration application fee. And then for European students or students within Germany, we take an application or registration fee of 650 euros. And this covers the entire setup and everything else. So I hope I answered both your questions. I don't know if you have any other questions apart from that.
Thank you. Oh, definitely. As a follow-up, is this application fee paid at the time of submission of application or after, because it also includes this additional services?
Yeah, the setup fee for, yeah. So what we do is we are happy to look at your application, and our turnaround time is 3 days. You don't pay anything for that. And if you can be accepted into our program, we will give you what we call as a preliminary offer letter. In case if we feel your profile needs a further evaluation, you might go through an interview with the professor. And if you do receive this offer letter, then you have 2 weeks to accept it. And if you decide to accept our offer letter, then you would get the application registration fee together with the tuition fees that you are paying either semester-wise, yearly, or monthly, depending on where you're coming from.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you. Another question for Wolfgang. Can I pursue this program even if my first degree was not in engineering or natural sciences? And the second question is, do you offer German courses? But it was already a yes. I think you mentioned that all internationals have to take German courses. And for the first part?
Yes, you can. You don't need to be an engineer to study our program. In principle, we are open to people with any background. You need a bachelor's degree that is recognized here in Germany. You should have some affinity to numbers, I would say. So some quantitative methods, some mathematics or statistics here and there. But it depends a little bit on your overall profile. Some of our students in the past had a business background. They studied maybe bachelor in business management or in marketing. So if you have some work experience in the field of online marketing, which is also very tech-based, I would say nowadays, that would be also a good. But you should really show a strong, strong affinity to technology.
Thank you. A question for Eva and Lavin. In terms of German courses, do you also have it as a part, or are there any options to take German courses? Let's start with Eva.
Yeah, basically we do not have included them because of course ours is completely in English, and we the entry requirements are not like having German knowledge. Our university provides German courses, but of course, as it is an online course, so the participants are spread around the world. So that's the reason why we do not provide any German language courses.
Okay, thank you. Lavin?
Yeah, so our program is fully taught in English, and obviously our students need to provide a level of English if they come from a non-English speaking country or non-English speaking degree program. However, we do offer German on demand. So if we have a group of 10 students who want to study German for any given intake, then we will offer basic German, and we will offer German up to a level of A1. And we have a lot of students who also want to further their German, and then there are lots of language schools that we can recommend where you can really upgrade your German skills to a level of maybe B1 or B2 to make you really competitive in the job market here in Germany, and then have the necessary certificates and documents in order to then even apply for longer term benefits if you want to stay here in Germany as well. But we also have our German professors as well, and since the German professors and German students have a very close relationship with our students, and it's a small university, you also get to practice a lot of your German with our professors and students as well. A lot of times you come to me to practice your German, you might face a lot of grammatical errors, but I try my best. And then we also have other colleagues as well who try and give it a shot as well. But as you know, it's not the easiest to learn, but definitely learnable as well. So yeah.
Great. Thank you very much.